Cocoa News Time, 5:42.
Are you gluten-free, raw food only, vegetarian, vegan, pescatarian, fruitarian, mono-dieter? Are you high-carb, high-protein? There are a lot of eating fads out there.
I'm so confused.
And some have proved dangerous. An Australian called Freely the Banana Girl has started a new fad.
I had 2 litres of orange juice for breakfast.
Yeah.
I had 15 bananas for lunch.
Yeah.
And I had another 15 bananas for dinner.
So about 30 bananas total.
Yep.
And 2 litres orange juice.
2 litres orange juice.
And what about water? Did you drink any water today?
I drank 3 litres.
That's her. I mean, that's her. I found that video. Joining us on the Cocoa News Live Line, Dr. Anthony Lyssy. 30 to 50 bananas a day. This girl is skinny as a rail. Is she lying?
Well, you know, this is one of those fad diets, and it's just that. It's a fad. You know, there's likely many other things that are causing her to be skinny rather than eating 50 bananas a day. You know, any diet like this that's focused on one food only, especially a food that is not a complete food, meaning not have the proper ratio of carbs, fat, and protein, which are macronutrients, it's going to get you into problems long term. And so, you know, while she may look great, I can guarantee you we would likely find issues on the inside with blood work. And more importantly, this is not sustainable, and there's no way she'll be able to keep this up before something fails on her.
How many calories, if she's eating, how many bananas a day?
30 to 50.
If she's eating 30 to 50 bananas a day, how many calories is that?
3,000 to 5,000 calories a day.
3,000 to 5,000 calories a day. And if you're dieting, as people know, they count their calories, blah, blah, blah. How is she able to stay skinny eating 3,000 to 5,000 calories a day?
You know, could very well be burning 3,000 calories a day. You really never know. They didn't really talk about the fitness side of that. She looks pretty fit to me. However, this is probably something that is very temporary, and I just don't see, from a medical standpoint, how she'd be able to sustain this. Again, at some point, her body will fail because she's not getting the appropriate micronutrients and macronutrients she would need. The big take-home point is, you know, no fad diet like this is successful in the long run. I mean, how many have we heard of over the years? And they all have the same thing in common in that they focus on one food or one focus of, you know, micro or macronutrient intake. And the problem is you've got to be complete with your diet. The body is meant to have the right ratios of vitamins, minerals, carbs, protein, and fat. And if you deprive the body of one of those key elements, it will not be able to sustain, you know, your proper metabolism over time.
And now, Dr. Lyssy, let's talk a little bit about the health aspects of this as well. Is there a danger to getting sucked into the cabbage soup diet or the banana diet or whatever this thing is, or, you know, the fruitarian diet? Can you hurt yourself?
Absolutely, you can hurt yourself, without a doubt. Just as I was saying, you know, the body does need specific elements to perform, you know, daily metabolic activity. Your brain, your cell walls need fat. Your muscles need protein. You need carbohydrates for energy. If you, you know, really go overboard and deprive yourself of one of these type of issues, at some point your body is not going to be able to handle it. There's only so much, you know, fat stored that someone will be able to have, and then you're actually going to start changing your body's metabolism and putting yourself in different kinds of metabolic states where the body can't sustain it long term. So you may have some kidney dysfunction, you may have decreased energy, you may have some electrolyte abnormalities. At some point the body will catch up. We were not meant to live like this.
And let's talk a little bit about protein. Whether or not you get it from meat, is that not essential for muscles?
Protein is absolutely essential for muscles, for, you know, basic protein is amino acids. You have to have certain amino acids for pretty much everything that we do. So you've got to get some form of protein. Again, be it vegan protein or you know, more meat proteins, animal proteins. And that's a whole other argument in and of itself. However, proteins are necessary, just as fats are, and just as carbs are. And so we've got to be very responsible about the ratios that we put in our bodies.
All right, Dr. Lyssy.
Cocoa News Time, 5:47.